Well, well, well. We are here and ready to do the thing. We're
We're
going to be
doing the
doing.
thing.
We are doing the thing. We're going to be interviewing and listening to BluRain's album called Fields, and
So
we're
true.
going to. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Probably result in a shorter stream than usual, but we had to get started late.
Well.
Oh no, I'm
We
not
are
muted.
here and ready to do the thing.
I'm so
Whoops.
smart. There we go.
There's
We got
been
it
an
covered.
error.
It happens. Like every other stream, I forget to mute the window that's got chat open.
Yeah.
So yes, I knew this stream was going to start late and a little bit goofy, but we've got it under control because I, like the Prophet Muhammad, can tell the future, and I'm also a pedophile. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Crease, what's going on, Crease?
Okay,
Bud.
Crease, J Doggone, I am late. You are correct,
Okay,
J Doggone. I am late, and
We
I
are
will.
so late right now.
So anyway, I think BluRain's level is good. Let me turn you up real quick, just so that I can make sure the audience hears you. Go
yeah,
ahead
of course.
and let us get. You said you wanted to do like a little preamble before the, before we listen to the first song.
Yeah, and also a little bit of an introduction, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Hi, my name is BluRain. I am a Bernie musician based in hi Josh, yeah, in chat. I'm a Bernie musician, a 19-year-old Bernie musician based in Alaska, representing Alaska. Let's go! And I'm here. We are so here. So, if I have anything to say before we start, listening to Fields and really talking about it, it's that this album was hell to make. I was going through a lot at the time, and because of that, a lot of those emotions are funneled into some of the songs, and you can really feel that. Every single one of these songs, I felt an emotion portrayed in it at some point. It was a nightmare. I'll get more into detail whenever those songs come up, but yes, that is Fields, and I'm ready. That's it.
Excellent. Okay, let's check it out. This will be the first song. It is called Horse Famous, featuring Luck Rock. Let's go.
Let's do it. Still love that bass.
I feel the sun just before it rains, and I pick up my guitar. I set up my microphone and sing right from the heart. Call me cynical, but the crowd is what I fear. I'm supposed to be the nobody that you hesitate to cheer. Just another pony who can't understand the fame. Point and laugh at me, but it's my head that you should blame. Well, I ain't no photo finish, ain't no songbird serenade. And I know when they're color true, I got no wonderbolts in my veins. Just a guy who works a dead-end job, trying to live until I'm done. And I don't want to be horse famous, I make music for fun.
Lyrics available. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
OMG, it's the BluRain. Yes, it is. By the way, if anyone wants to listen along, read along, there's lyrics available on Genius and on my Bandcamp as well. If anyone just needs the lyrics like I do.
Well, this is it's got a really good sound to it. I was expecting
Thank you.
something a little more amateur, honestly, because the we had listened to your very first track and it had a few problems in it that me and Soul Strings were able to identify. But this sounds really, really good. Like you've really
There were
really
plenty
put-
of
Go ahead.
Thank you. There were plenty of factors that played into that. I'm recording my guitar throughout this album, the same way that I'm recording guitar, the original way. I have a little practice combo amp by Ibanez that has a lot of white noise. That's why you hear a lot of white noise
Yeah.
in these songs. And I'm recording it with this Blue Yeti mic right here.
Okay, cool.
Yes, a Blue Yeti. A USB Blue Yeti that I also did my vocals with. It was very unique tone, but over time I kind of refined it. But I realized that I couldn't really progress until I really started upgrading my sound. So that's what I did in the future with songs like This Pony Reminded Me. But the Fields tone, that tone still holds a special place in my heart.
So how do you do these, the vocals here in the chorus? Let me play that back real quick.
Yeah.
And I know when they're colorful, but got no wonderbolts in my veins. Just
So is this double tracked or is this triple tracked?
It is actually triple tracked. I used to triple track all my stuff. A left channel, a center channel, and a right channel.
Nice. Okay, cool. And do you prioritize any of them, or do you run them all at the same volume?
I think it varies. I will run them sometimes I'll run them at the same volume. Other times center will be like, I don't know, 8 dB, and then the backgrounds will be at like 11 dB.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
At least that's what I used to do. Again, this record is not nowhere near my like modern kind of production, but it's still interesting to look back at all the production choices that I was kind of putting to these songs.
I gotcha. Yeah, it sounds really, really good. You've done really well on this, and you've only gotten better because your latest song was really, really good.
Thank you.
All right. So yeah, let's keep it going.
the guy who works a dead-end job, trying to live until I'm done. And I don't want to be or famous. I make music for fun.
Yes, the song has a Luna song, technically.
He said, yes, it does have a Luna song technically.
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
We'll get there.
We'll get into it.
Luck Rock, take the stage.
Well, just wait a moment. See it from a different view. Don't you want hundreds of ponies yelling back your lyrics to you? You can take the stage. I'd be too nervous to sing. Keep your fans engaged. I'd rather leave them to be. You thank you for trying to change my mind, but let me just remind that I ain't no photo finish, ain't no songbird serenade, and I'm nowhere near colorature, but got no wonderbolts in my veins. Just a guy who works a dead.
This is certainly certified pony music. We've got 3 different pony names and a group. Yeah, it's got all the pony references in it you could possibly desire, for sure.
Yeah.
That was
absolutely.
one of my criticisms of early pony music was just like, you know, it was like, cool, this is a song and everything, but is it a pony song? And yeah, a lot of people used to
everyone would try to write around the topic.
right, but they didn't want to make it too pony, and it was like, just go all in, just do the thing. Yeah,
just go do the thing. I mean, for this song, it absolutely works in my opinion, because I mean, this song is all about not wanting to be not really wanting to be a name in the scene.
Yeah,
in the fandom. Like, I don't want to be or famous. I make music for fun.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And those lyrics, I ain't no photo finish, I ain't no songbird serenade, nowhere near colorature, and I got no wonderbolts in my veins. It's just like naming off popular ponies or groups in Friendship is Magic, and kind of like, I am not this, I am this.
Excellent. All right, let's keep it going.
Trying to live until I'm done, and I don't want to be or famous. I make music for fun. At the end of the day, I really don't care about it anyway. I'm just another path on the map that you do or don't take. Well, I ain't no photo finish, ain't no songbird serenade, and I'm
Excellent.
Thank you.
Oh, I make music for fun.
Oh, I make music for fun.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thank
So do
you.
you have any processing that you use on your vocals now? Because this sounded really raw.
I was actually, so Fields was made during the GarageBand era. When I first started doing pony music, I switched over to using GarageBand.
Yeah.
After a period of 3 years that I don't like. And what I did was I looked up how to make my voice better in GarageBand. And it was like, you gotta use this preset, fill with this. So there's a little bit of compression there. I think there's a little bit of pitch correction, but I can't remember. There's some reverb and some echo. It's pretty hard to hear, but it's there. And yeah, all that stuff is there.
Yeah, it sounded like they weren't really. It didn't sound like there was a lot of processing going on. Like even if the actual tools were turned on, it doesn't seem like you like oversaturate it with a bunch of stuff, which I respect. But yeah, I think that would be. I want to say that was one thing we noted on your very first track too, was that the vocals sounded really raw, and that it could probably be helped by a little bit of effects and stuff, because it sounds really, really good when all of the vocal tracks are layered on top of each other. But I think that might be self-limiting that way, that when they're all layered on top of each other, they kind of compress through peaking. But yeah, when the vocals are by themselves, it's like, this sounds really, really raw, and I think it needs a few more tools on it. But you've certainly fixed that, because your latest track is like night and day compared to this one for sure.
Thank you. I learned a lot back then. Even during like the Fields era, I didn't know much. I knew like the bare minimum, but now I definitely know a lot more with switching to another better DAW, and just really getting help from a lot of people.
Cool.
I think I wanted to say something else. I can't remember.
Then it was probably a lie.
I'm pretty sure the vocal processing on my first song, well, technically first song, Breaking the Day, and the Fields vocals, I'm pretty sure they're almost identical. Maybe a few slight adjustments, but they're pretty much the same.
Okay, cool.
Maybe some EQ is different. I don't know.
I gotcha. Well, all right. We're moving on to the next one. The next song is called Friendship is Power, and I Want It.
Can I get some gollies in chat? This is a Cozy Glow song.
Oh, I gotcha. Cozy Glow. The
Gollies in chat.
I almost said Cozy Golly. Cozy Glow.
Cozy golly.
That's the curly-haired one.
Yes.
The evil one for some reason.
I think this song is underrated. I really love its chorus.
So I've never seen Cozy Glow episodes before, because I quit watching the show after about season 7, I think.
All right.
So this is a completely foreign concept to me, but
okay. Well, you could probably get an idea from the lyrics then.
we got gollies in chat, 2 of them. Look at that.
We got gollies in chat, yeah. Hi, Nathan.
All right, let's check it out. This is Friendship is Power, and I Want It. Let's go. That does have a really good bass guitar tone. What kind of bass guitar are you using?
So I am using a 5-string Ibanez Geo.
Okay, cool.
I got that for my 18th birthday, and a few months later, I was gifted an interface after an event happened. I can give you the actual model name. Hang on. What are you?
What are you?
GSR 105EX.
105.
It's that. It's that second. Yeah, it's not that one. It's
Not this
it's
one.
wooden. Yeah, go back to that first thing.
Oh, so this is the guitar. It's just got a different finish,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's wood. It's gorgeous.
and it's got a single
and
pickup.
then, yep.
One pickup with 2 knobs, and it sounds that good. I'm really surprised.
It's also going through a GarageBand bass preset as well, with some
Wow.
slight modifications.
Well, they've done
It's a
really, really
gorgeous
well.
bass.
Ibanez's
Yeah.
best bass. I've heard great
Ibanez
things
best
about Ibanez basses. I've got an LTD F104, and it just
That second one. Oh,
this
that
one.
second one right there. Yep, that's exactly it.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it looks good and it sounds really good. Whatever you're doing with it sounds really awesome. Because I have
Thank you.
had I've had a lot of troubles getting a good bass tone. I've been fucking with it for so long, and I thought spending $5 billion on bias effects was gonna fix it, and it did not. So it looks like I just need to get a new bass, and I'm looking for a budget option. And if this sounds good, I might just steal it. I might drive all the way to Alaska and kick in your front door and literally steal your guitar. That's what I'm
You're
telling
gonna steal low tone from me?
you. Yes, it's over. It's
I
mine.
named- oh yeah, I named all my guitars, by the way.
Also, hey, you're like what, like 19 or something?
I am 19. I was 18 when I recorded Fields though,
Okay, so 8
and I was
months ago.
17 when I did Breaking the Day.
Gotcha. So yes, 19-year-old. That means we're gonna listen to this next song in Zoomer Vision. All right, let's go.
Potential is what I see around here. There's a whole bunch of power to be used. Fragile old leaders, what we need is some pony new. I think it's time to show Equestria just what I can do. It's a power much greater than anything you can imagine. Everybody scratches it at surface level, but they don't understand what makes it special. Always find hoof and bleed to admit, friendship is power and I want it. Oh, it's a perfect plan to take over the school. Send Twilight on a mission. She really is a fool. All the magic is mine, all mine for the taking. Back down, students, it's history in the making. Yeah. It's a power much greater than anything you can imagine. Everybody scratches it at surface level. They don't understand what makes it special. Always find hoof and bleed to admit, friendship is power and I want it.
Solo. It's a power much greater than anything you can imagine. Everybody scratches it at surface level, but they don't understand what makes it special. Always find hoof and bleed to admit, friendship is power and I want it. Yeah.
I think this song definitely. Wait, is there more? Oh,
Yeah, there's an interlude.
It's a shame when your friend turns out to be your enemy.
Shout out to Geek Brony for doing that for me. Thank you. Geek.
nice,
I get another drink.
And that segues into the next one.
neat. That certainly lived up to the hype. I think that was that was really cool. And
Thank you.
I that was something I did with my first album, and so I really respect a lot being able to take the canon ideas of the children's TV show and turn it into an actually like good sounding like hard rock song. This is more like alt rock or something like that. How would you classify this as a genre?
In terms of the song or just the entire album?
Or like this song in particular?
I think I would put it like slightly heavier alt rock because this song is in drop D. I usually play in drop D.
Gotcha. And then this solo, let's see. Let's go back to it real quick.
I'll be the first to say, I'll be the first to say I am not the best lead guitarist. I'm way more of a rhythm guitarist. I'm not the best at guitar. I don't know scales. I don't know note names. I don't know any of that. I just kind of play by
ear. I gotcha.
I think.
Yeah.
Play by ear, memory, any of that. So while my lead guitar skills are definitely lacking, I do try to make it up by just like throwing notes in places.
Yeah.
And also scaling scales or scaling strings.
It sounded good. It wasn't like a bad sound or anything, but it does kind of feel like you're finding your footing a little bit. That this might be one of your first really big solos, like you're really putting it out there, like you're just hanging the worm and seeing if you can get a bite. Is that about accurate?
I think so. I mean, I've done like solos kind of before.
Yeah.
But like doing like whole sections of like this kind of extended solo thing. I mean, you can hear it, like you can hear it kind of like bleed going into the next part of the solo. That's because I usually record my solos separately because I'm just that bad.
No, I get it. Everyone does that, by the way. Even your greatest guitarists of all time. I don't think most people don't do all of the whole song in just one take, so that's normal. So what effects were you running on this? It sounded like you got a little bit of overdrive. The distortion seems to be reduced compared to the rhythm guitars. So what were we doing there?
So here, hi Mare in the Rain. I'm pretty sure that's Lunar. Hi Lunar. So because I was actually recording these guitars from an actual physical amp, albeit a practice amp, but still an amp. It's an Ibanez, It's an Ibanez 15GR. It's a practice amplifier with its own built-in distortion. There's a distortion button. That's where my distortion comes from. And I'm pretty sure I recorded that exact one. That's exactly it. That's the Fields amp.
Endorsed by Fields. Not we're not sponsored, by the way, but if Ibanez did want to sponsor the stream, stallionslaughter at gmail.com. Stallionslaughter@gmail.com.
The Fields amp.
Yes. Okay.
But I'm pretty sure I recorded all my guitars at the same exact settings, which is I'm pretty sure bass and treble all the way at the bottom with middle at looks like 3 o'clock.
Okay. So
with gain at noon and volume at 3 o'clock as well. I'm pretty sure.
That's so interesting. Hey, let me listen for 1 second again.
Go ahead.
I guess that's the difference between playing power chords and single notes, because it just sounds so different. But that's interesting. Just the different play styles can produce such a different sound. Because I would have sworn that you had the distortion turned down, but yeah, interesting.
No, same levels.
So what was your first guitar? What was the first guitar you ever put your hands on? Made you do it? Made you do the thing?
Well, technically, years ago, my stepdad just kind of had an acoustic. Years ago, this was when I was still living in Oregon and still had a stepfather. It just kind of like gave it to me, and I just started kind of on it.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, when I moved to Alaska, I was kind of forced into this like mandatory kind of like guitar lesson in like a music class in elementary. Could not get the guitar down. They were trying to teach me like chord shapes, and I just couldn't get on it.
Yeah.
Then in 2021, I was forced to go to a place that I did not want to go. But at that place, there were 2 guitars. One of them was, I'm pretty sure, the exact same model that is like kind of like my signature guitar, kind of. It's a Yamaha, and you actually mentioned this on stream whenever you listen to what's the song called? This Pony Reminded Me. I'm making that Strat ripoff sound good.
Yeah.
So, it's a sticker bombed Yamaha EG 112C.
Okay.
Gorgeous thing. I love it to bits. It had a pickup change, but it's still absolutely kills. I still use it. Love playing it.
How many guitars do you have now?
Love it. So I have this Yamaha Stratocaster, which I named Sonic Melody. I have a guitar primarily for drop tunings, drop C and C sharp. A first act, I think ME 431, which, by the way, first act is like apparently garbage. But dude, when you're about to hear like the next song on the album that was done with Shadow Note, he shreds. He kills it.
Okay, cool.
Then I have an acoustic. Then I have a guitar from the 80s that I got from a coworker, and then I have my bass.
Yeah, that's the same guitar I have. That's awesome. Yeah, I super respect just using budget tools to try to make cool sounds, especially when they turn out this good. I'm really impressed by that. Just the dedication involved with getting that, especially dog shit equipment like first act.
Yeah.
That's
like,
awesome.
It's insane. I went into Guitar Center, like, hey, make this drop C, please. They did, and it sounds beast.
Cool.
He sounds beast.
All right, so the next one we've got coming up is called Clearly.
This song is about a horrible friend that I actually had.
Fun.
Right. So it's basically me yelling at him, and this is gonna be Shadow Note's first field song. This song is kind of a little bit of a cult hit in my little fandom.
All right, let's
People
check it
love
out.
this song.
This
I
is
don't
the
get it,
first
but let's
act
hear it.
one, right?
This is the first act guitar, yes. Drop C. Let's do it.
Let's check it out.
Can't go on the voice.
Band's breaking up.
And you're still recording this through your practice amp?
Same setup.
That's awesome. So a first act guitar, little bitty practice amp, and I assume you've got your Yeti pressed up against the practice amp?
Oh, absolutely. At this point it would have been propped up on the amp would have been propped up on 2 board game boxes to have the speaker cone be aligned with the front of the Blue Yeti.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is what I really, really super respect about this kind of stuff is that it's just all the proof you need that you don't need $1,000 to be able to make some really good sounding music. Because this sounds pretty decent. It's got a great tone and it's well balanced. And it's just I'm impressed with it. Let's see how the vocals come in.
You know what? Before you do that, I'm sorry to interrupt again. But what you just said is exactly the kind of like philosophy that I was trying to go for way back when I did Ponies and Power Chords, my first Pony album. I was like, same setup by the way. I was like, if I can do this with like a USB microphone and a little practice amp with a ton of white noise, mate, please go and try and do music. I beg of you.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. That's awesome. All right, let's keep it going.
Hey, Ajira and Jack.
Stone in my shoe, a lit match thrown on paper and gasoline. I think you know it's true. A manipulating sadist, no in between. Come on!
010.
That gets it done.
Hide your lies with deeds, flashing all your money just to keep me here, and then you beg and plead. You take me as a fool when all your words run sheer. You don't know the magic of friendship. You don't know it at all. So keep on laughing, motherfucker.
That's really good. And pretty good screeching,
Thank you.
too. The screeching was good. That was nice.
That's a incorrect method of screaming. I lost my voice because of it.
Yeah, well, that happens, you know? Especially when you're first starting
and
out.
also, and also some of these lyrics like actually happened. This person, like clearly you don't know the magic of friendship if you're gonna act like that, you know.
Okay.
He would use money to keep me by his side. He would buy me things. He would constantly get pissy if I tried to, leave and go do my own thing. He was
Okay.
a dick. Horrible person. So I wrote the song about it.
All right. That's awesome.
Love this riff.
So here's your curtain call, taken from my stage with that trusty cane.
Sandman joke.
I'll be down the
Do what?
So that line right there, taken from my stage with that trusty cane. It's a reference to Sandman.
Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha.
I was like, oh, that lyric sounds cool. Wait a minute. Get off my stage like it's Sandman with the cane. Hook him at the neck. Woo! Get out!
I approve of the screaming. Finally sounds good. JK, it all sounds good. Yeah. There was do you have more screaming in there, or is that was just like a feature of this one song?
There are more screaming across the record at certain points. You'll hear him. Again, I was screaming very incorrectly, and that would lead to me losing my voice. And that is one of the big traumas of Fields, actually. There's like 4 main traumas that surround this record that made it such a painful record. One of them was losing my voice during the recording of it. To where I couldn't finish it, which was the most agonizing 3 months ever.
Did you try to do this all at once?
No, I'll usually record in... No, I... Like, vocals, I record in pieces.
Oh, I mean, what I mean is that, like, did you just work on just this, nothing but this for, like, day in, day out type of thing?
Well, I took breaks.
Okay.
Here and there.
How long did it take?
Just 6-7 months because of losing my voice and all the other stuff that was going on. We'll
gotcha.
get to more traumas, but the first trauma is definitely losing my voice. To pass the time, I actually started recording a documentary called Fields, the last 4 tracks, and you can hear how messed up my voice was during it.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep it going. This we'll listen to the end of this song. Here we go.
Yeah.
the hall with all my other friends who I don't restrain. You don't know the magic of friendship. You don't know it at all. You don't know the magic of friendship.
Oh my god.
You don't know it at all. So get out of my life, you bitch! Fuck! I look.
Oh, I was expecting more, but but there you go. Clearly, that was the end of the song.
Clearly? Yeah, that is a big joke. Just saying clearly.
I gotcha. I
That's
like
a big
it.
joke in my little community. Yeah,
That's
so that
awesome.
song is kind of like the big angry song, I'd say. This whole record, like every single song will portray an emotion, and I was going through those emotions at the time of recording this record, all of the emotions.
So where
like,
did you
Horse
take
Famous...
this picture?
Okay. Sorry, that was pretty loud. August last year, I was going with family to Anchorage to eat our Jersey Mike's, because we got Jersey Mike's. And in Anchorage, we stumbled across this place called Abbott Loop Community Park. And we go here, and while we're exiting the vehicle to go up to eat our food, I look out at this big sprawling field to the left of me, and I'm like, that is potential for an album cover. So after we're done eating, I go up to my grandma and I'm like, hey, could you help me take a photo here real quick? I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna stand in that field, and I just need you to take a photo for me. What happened next was one of the most iconic photos I've ever taken.
Cool.
This photo right here.
So you're like, I'm just gonna look out there. I'm gonna look stoic and serious as fuck. And Grandma, go ahead and take this picture, please. That's
pretty
fucking
much.
based.
When I was out in that field, because of like the weight of all the stuff I was going through at the time, when I was out in that field, I felt like all of it temporarily lift off of my shoulders. I felt like relief. I was staring at this field and I was like, oh my God, I feel better. That's why the tagline for Fields, and if you get the record off Bandcamp, you can read the letter to the listener.
Okay.
At the end of it, I think it says something like Fields is you, Fields is I, Fields is us, along with stuff like Fields is something that, hang on, let me find it. Letter, I know I have it somewhere. Give me 1 second. Just gotta, come on. I know where it is. Here it is. Sure, this works. Fields is the tranquility after the worst times of your life. Fields is the peace you chase after living through the chaos of the real world. Fields are what you stand in when you just want to feel alive again. Fields is you, Fields is I, Fields is us.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, this record, man.
All right. So this next one, this one is called Shadow on the Moon. Is this the Luna song?
Josh, technically a Celestia song, but a Celestia and Luna song. You know how it is.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. All right.
Also, Man of Something in chat. That is my friend of like 7 years. Loves this song.
Okay, cool. Excellent. 7 years. So you guys were friends in like elementary school?
We've been online friends.
Oh.
We did not know each other IRL. We met through a mutual adoration
Club
of
Penguin. I gotcha. Yeah.
We met in Google Plus through a mutual yes, I used Google Plus back then. Through a mutual adoration of Ava G's content.
Ava G?
Ava G.
Ava
Please
G?
look her up right now. Ava G. She's my favorite YouTuber. Changed my life. This is my favorite person ever.
Ava G.
So she has another channel, just Ava G, that is so close to 1 million subscribers, and I have been parading around Ava G to 1 million, Ava G to 1 million to get her to 1 million, because I've been a fan of this person for years. I know it sounds like dramatic, but I'm pretty sure this person saved my life.
Wait, did this person do a what's it called? A fucking Bendy and the Ink Machine music video?
Yes.
Okay, then I've seen it before.
That is so base. I think
my kid watched
right
the shit out of it. He watched it like nonstop for like, I swear to God, it was like a whole month where he watched this Bendy and the Ink Machine. Wait, it was called Devil's Swing, I think.
Devil's Swing, and had Ava G onto it. I mean, if you're raising your kid on Ava G, I mean.
Oh yeah, this is the one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, like, I met all of my like lifelong online friends 7-8 years ago through a mutual adoration of this person.
Yeah, we want my whatever. Yeah, my kid watched this fucking video on repeat. I swear to God, for like months. Ugh.
I probably would have done the same thing. my adoration of this person got to the point where my debut album, 2019, actually now my debut legacy album, is called What Life Really Means 1, and there are 2 sequels to that record, and they're all about Ava G.
Okay. Well, all right.
Anyway, that's some lore between me and Josh. Man of Something. This is Man of Something. This is one of Man of Something's personal favorites from Fields.
All right.
From me and together. So let's hear it.
This next one goes out to Man of Something. He is a man
Josh
of
Jack.
something.
Let's do it.
Fuck! Okay.
I look up and see the shadow on the moon. Sister, you're coming home soon. I've been counting days off the calendar in my head. Your name leaves me with chills every time it's spoken, whispered, or read. I look up and see the shadow on the moon. Sister, you're coming home soon.
I understand now. I get it now. It's a song about, it's from Celestia's perspective after banishing her
Yes.
sister to the moon for 1,000 years. Okay, yes.
Exactly that. If I may say something real quick.
You may not.
That clean. Okay.
JK. JKLOL.
That clean tone. Literally just turning off the distortion button.
Well, yeah, that's usually the way it works.
Yep.
But it sounds pretty good. I mean, yeah, you've done really well on this guitar work for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
good stuff. All right, let's keep it going.
1,000 years says the tale of Nightmare Moon. Sister, you're coming home soon. I forgave you the moment you tried to take away the day. Oh, I didn't want to lose you. You have to know I meant the best when I sent you away. I look up and see the shadow on the moon. Sister, you're coming home soon. 1,000 years says the tale of Nightmare Moon. Sister, you're coming home soon. Are you ready to come home, Luna?
Oh no, the fade out.
The fade out.
I have a personal bias against fade out outros. The thing I always say about fade out intros
Quick,
is
pause
that
it.
it
There
just
you go.
feels. I did.
I gotta surprise you for the next song.
The feeling that I have about fade out outros is that they just feel lazy. I've done it before because I didn't know how to end the song, so I was like, you know what? let's just do this last riff over and over again and then just fade it out. Fuck it.
course.
So my one experience with writing a song that had fade out at the for the outro was laziness, and so I just assume that everybody that does it is just being lazy, and that's an assumption I'm gonna make always for the rest of my life. Anyway,
Okay.
I liked it. It was pretty good. The vocals weren't as strong on this one as the other ones.
So, I didn't do any overdubs of the vocals for this song. Sometimes I'll do that, just kind of like challenge myself. Can I make a single vocal sound good? You know.
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, I understand.
But I will say.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It sounds to me that, especially back then, it didn't sound. It's because one problem that you'll have with vocals is that you'll have a really strong mid-range. A lot of people have a very strong mid-range, but when you get into the lower, not lower frequencies, like the lower tones, you lose a little bit of that vibrato control, and you end up with a kind of unstable timbre. And that's kind of what I've heard there. But that's something that you just get better with over time. Because I'm pretty sure your latest song had a lower tone to it. That's not the word I'm looking for. Lower notes or whatever. Softer, lower notes usually lend themselves to a unstable timbre. And that's just something you get better at over time.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Kind of like the
right.
Yeah.
So you have a real strong tone when you're like na 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 na, but then when you get into the lower notes, it becomes more unstable, and you're lower octave,
unstable and difficult to keep on the note.
Not necessarily octave, because octave would be like the entire set of notes being transposed down one octave. But yeah, just in the lower notes. That's something you get. It's very common. You get the same thing in the higher notes too, where your timbre will get all fucked up because you're so focused on trying to hit the note that your tone just doesn't remain stable, and it ends up you either screech or squeal or something like that trying to hit the higher notes, and then you might what do they call that? Fry. You might fry in the lower notes. Well, no, that's like Fry screaming, but like Fry in that where you get kind of a staccato sound out of it, like but it sounded all right. It sounded okay. And yeah, it was a good one. That was a good one too.
Cool.
So the next one is called NEIGH Circumcision, featuring Thrack.
Okay, so before we start this, early 2000s, did you use MySpace at all?
Of course.
This
All of
song
my
is inspired by,
favorite bands came from MySpace back in the day.
Of course. This song is inspired by like the big kind of scene culture thing that was going on, the scene music, scene post-hardcore, metalcore, that kind of thing.
Weren't you literally a tadpole back then?
Yes! Look, over time, I grew to have a big appreciation for a lot of scene music. I love Attack Attack. I love that one song by that one band.
Oh, man, that one song by that one band is my favorite.
Yeah,
as well.
that one song by that one band. Things That Rhyme with Orange by I Set My Friends on Fire. That one.
I got you.
And that song actually directly inspired NEIGH to the point where if you play both side by side, it's basically a ripoff.
Because like my son does the same fucking thing. He'll do this. He does that thing where he's like, I wish I was born in the 90s or some bullshit like that. And it's like, oh my God. So yes, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yes, remember back in the day when I was literally a sperm? It's like, yes, I do remember that. I was there. You were not. Okay, so this NEIGH XD featuring Thrack. I'm pretty sure we've listened to Thrack songs before.
You probably have.
Let me see. I would need.
I reached out to him for this because he's also kind of like interested in some scene stuff. It was like, hey, perfect match. So I just auto-tuned his vocals and boom.
What? We haven't listened to any Thrack?
Damn.
I thought we had. I recognized the name, but
Yeah.
I don't remember why now. Because I had thought I'd listened to Thrack before. Okay.
Probably.
So,
Also, the song is a Discord and Fluttershy song through the perspective of Discord.
reminds me of the other song by that other band. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just like the other song by that other band and that one song by that band. And then the,
Then the other song
the
inspired
song
by that song. Yeah.
by that one band. Oh, so good. It sounds just like
Right?
those songs by those bands. It's fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
All right, let's check it out.
Still not clearly.
She gave me a chance when the pony believed me. The magic of friendship bestowed upon me.
Scorpion collab win? No. Not for me. I'm good. Thanks very much, though.
Trying to impress and steal his world in time.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think it would be interesting for Scorpion to break out and see what Scorpion can really do. Scorpion is a Russian black metal project, and they are they're notorious in these parts for being bad. Yeah, I have a lot of problems with them. I think they have a great name. I love the name of their project, and I like the overall look with like the logos and whatever. The presentation is great, but the actual sound is not good. And yeah, I think it would be interesting to hear them collab with somebody. So I don't know. Keep that in your noggin. Let's keep this one going.
Cause it's thrown that I might just die. I'm just an animal off the leash. A tornado in the valley, but you somehow got to my heart. A little bit of chaos and a quarter ahead. Tried to start a war, but all I got was a friend. I never thought a chance would be given to me. I would tear up this world just for you to stand another day. Sit with tea while I change the world around me. Best friends forever, no matter the ups and downs. You showed me a better me. You're undoubtedly the best pony.
Take it away, Thrack.
My mind's always stuck on you. No one gets me like you do. Your yellow wings carry my heart on a breeze. A little bit.
I'm a fake fan of My Little Pony because I have no idea what the fuck this is about.
Really?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to put it together. Chaos, so I'm thinking the bugs maybe? But no.
I literally told you what the song is about before we started.
You did? Am I retarded?
I said this is a Discord and Fluttershy song.
Oh,
through the eyes
yeah,
of
I'm
Discord.
retarded. Never mind. Yeah, you did say that. I don't know why. It didn't stick for some reason. Okay. All right, Chaos,
go.
Discord. Yeah, okay. I'm just...
Okay.
All right,
There you
let's
go.
keep it going. I'm sitting
There
here
you
going,
go.
I'm sitting here going, wait, what the fuck? Yellow? But all right. Okay, anyway.
Wings carry my heart on a breeze. A little bit of truth and a friendship is found. You make me feel alive and want to stay in this town. You saw what no one else could, that I could be me. I could be me. I could be me. I would tear up this world just for you to stay another day. Sit with tea while I change the world around me. Best friends forever, no matter the ups and downs. You showed me a better me. You're definitely the best pony.
I'm not proud of this solo, and I wish I could re-record it.
All right, let us take it all in, and let's be hypercritical.
Yeah.
Everyone
I
point
really wish
and
I-
laugh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm glad that you pointed that out because I was going to ask about, like, was there anything that made it to the album that you regretted later? So this might be one of those things. Clearly, he needs the subway surfer in the background to pay attention. True.
No.
I turned off the temple run, and my brain just stopped paying attention. You're correct.
Oh my god, I love SCP Remix. One of my favorite songs of all time.
All right, let's keep it going. And let's listen to this solo.
Yeah.
Blessing to me. Without you, I don't know where I'd be. So please know that I mean it. I mean it when I say I would tear up this world just for you to stay another day. Sit with you while I change the world around me. Best friends forever, no matter the ups and downs. You showed me a better me.
Well, that was neat. A nice high energy song, but it also had like, I assume that it's like a shipping thing. So it kind of had that vibe too. No,
It's just kind of like about the general concept of Discord like really liking Fluttershy because, well, Fluttershy.
So I've never heard, you said that you loved this, but I don't know what FC Premix means.
FCP Remix. It's a song by The Fall of Troy.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was
Love that song.
I thought it was FC like Football Club Barcelona Premix.
No.
JK,
no,
LOL.
FCP Remix.
Football. But no, okay, cool. Well, so I guess the main issue that I would identify with the solo isn't necessarily the tone or whatever. I just don't think it really fits in with the mood of the song. I feel like it's too slow. I feel like the song, the overall song, is more high energy than the solo was able to put out, and didn't quite match. Is that basically what you're driving at?
Repeat that last half one more time, please.
So, like, here, let's go back to the solo real quick.
There's not a lot of rhythm to it.
Right.
It's
So,
just
yeah.
da 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 da.
So it was, the song is high energy, 8th notes, maybe 16th notes playing, and then your solo is kind of low energy, quarter notes. Not really. I don't think it really matches the energy of the song. I don't think it has a bad. I don't think it has a bad timbre. Hey, let me see. It's better in the second half, but no, it's got a good tone to it. I think it fits in well. It doesn't overpower the mix. I mean, you can hear it clearly, but it doesn't. It's not like loud or anything, and it's got a good tone to it. But I think that the energy that it puts out isn't matching the song. But it's definitely better in the second half.
I will say, there's a little tiny bit of a story about this song. After I have gotten done with it, there was originally a breakdown in it, But what happened was Shadow Note decided, no more strings. Decided to break all the strings. So I could not re-record it because I at the time I didn't know how to restring a guitar and I didn't have any of the strings for it. So I just had to work with what I had because I couldn't re-record it. Couldn't re-record the solo. I couldn't re-record the breakdown, so I had to scrap the breakdown. There's some old demos that I found from a while back that still have the original breakdown, and it's crazy to hear. The reason I scrapped the breakdown was because there just wasn't a lot of variety to it.
Okay. Well, you did your best, and that's really all that you can ask for.
Thank you.
But yeah, I think it sounded okay. It wasn't like, it didn't like ruin it, I wasn't sitting here going, wow, this fucking sucks, or anything like that. It was all right. Cool. How did it resolve, though? Let me listen again. Yeah, it kind of didn't resolve very well. But yeah, I think that would be my main complaint there. But okay, cool. So the next one, real quick, actually, I want to ask you about your introduction to music. What originally got you into making music? A lot of people, it's like they get that plastic little flute thing in elementary school, and that's like their start. Yeah, it's a recorder. They either get their start in music that way, and then they either love it or they just do it just because it's in school or whatever. What got you into making music on your own, being a band nerd, as they say?
Well, for starters, I've been singing my entire life. There's a recording from years ago where I was doing karaoke with my mother on a Bruno Mars song. And I would have been like 7 or 6. I can't remember. But the big thing was I was hitting the notes. I was on key. Maybe not like the notes, the high notes like Bruno Mars, but I was hitting the notes regardless. I was on key.
Gotcha.
So like I've been singing my entire life. And then I went through, of course, I went to that music school I was talking about, that music class in elementary that I had to do. Joined band briefly in middle school, dropped out because I was like, I'm tired of people telling me what to do, and also I don't want to play these instruments. So like the idea of music was always in my head, and I've always tried to pursue it in different ways. I used to want to be a dubstep producer, but after discovering that I was emo as hell, I was like, I want to make sad songs with guitars, but I couldn't do that. Didn't have a guitar, didn't have the equipment. So what I did was, do you remember earlier when I mentioned my debut legacy album, What Life Really Means One?
Okay. Yes.
That was made on a DAW. That was made on an online DAW called Soundtrap.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
No.
Soundtrap. This.
Oh no.
This.
Yeah.
I spent 3.5 years in this DAW making trash. But like it was extremely important because I was learning. I was making bad music. I was making music that nowadays I'm not proud of. That's why I call the Soundtrap era the legacy era, like the legacy albums.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it, but at least I was learning. I was learning how to arrange. I was learning how to program MIDI, all of that. So when I moved to a better DAW, I would know some of that stuff. This is why when people say, "Hey, BluRain, how do you do music?" I'm like, use an inferior DAW for 3 years, then switch to Reaper.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's.
But yeah,
it's good to. I think it does. Worst DAW in the chat, please. It sounds like this one. But if if you get your start with freeware, it makes it so much easier when you upgrade to something that's actually good. Then it's like getting a head start. It's like, oh my god, the possibilities.
The possibility. And even then, like, I started making music because I wanted to make something on my own. I was 14, and you know what? Actually, I had Google Docs of lyrics written down for What Life Really Means One, and I was like, if I ever got a band together, we're gonna do this. But then, I rediscovered Soundtrap, which I had used back in middle school. This was 2019. I was 14 years old. I made a bad diss rap song about someone who hated David G. But then I was looking at that song and I was like, I made a song. So I applied that to the lyrics I had been writing for What Life Really Means One. Started showing my friends like Josh, he was there. Ajira was there. And What Life Really Means One took shape. and it really went from there. Like I learned from there, went from there. I made a ton of more trash, and then finally discovered I was a brony again after a 7-year hiatus, and joined the brony music scene. Here I am now.
Make a song in Audacity. Audacity is actually really good shit. For being freeware, it's actually super based in laying. Whenever you want to layer tracks, Audacity is actually really good.
Hell yeah.
I like it. I used to use Audacity all the time. Okay, so like when I first started making music, we didn't have, this kind of shit. Soundtrap didn't even exist. So we were having to layer tracks with Windows Movie Maker. So you could so you could make a video, and this is just so stupid now, but like you'd make a video with the audio onto the video, right? And then you'd open that video that you just made that has like your bass track on it or something, and you could add a music track to the video, one track. So you'd put that one track on your video to be able to put a second track on it, and then you'd render it as a full video, so you'd have your guitar and your bass, and then you'd have to record your vocals, or you'd have to use a drum machine and actually record it with the microphone and then layer it with this Windows Movie. It was actually the hugest pain in the ass ever. So when Audacity came around, it was like, I can do all my tracks at the same time. I can manipulate each individual track without having to go back and completely, dude, it fucking sucked. Gargot. I make all my music with Audacity. Audacity is probably one of the greatest pieces of freeware to ever come out ever, period, full stop, end of story.
Hell yeah.
It is amazing. So you use Reaper now?
Yeah, I spent a year in GarageBand. Then once I got GarageBand on a 2014 MacBook Pro, which sucks, saved up money, got a new laptop, switched over to Reaper, started learning that, and I fell in love with how it worked.
I gotcha. Cool. I use Reaper plugins in Ableton. Reaper makes really, really good plugins, so I definitely understand people's attraction to it. I only really started learning anything good about Music Productive after that move. Oh, from FL Studio or LMMS.
LMMS to FL.
To FL. Oh, I used FL Studio when I was like a baby, like when I was a very small child. But back then, techno was a big thing. So.
Techno.
Yes. Anyway, this next song is called Guidance.
Guidance. And before we start, actually, I would request that we play Guidance and Sleep Well back to back.
Okay.
Without a pause. Guidance and Sleep Well. This is when the record changes.
Okay.
When I was 18, 3 days after I turned 18, my 12-year-old pug named Hank was sent off to be put down because we noticed that he was not doing well anymore.
Gotcha.
So that had a massive effect on me. I've known this pug for most of my entire life. He was my best friend, and losing him was a punch in the gut. This is one of the Fields traumas because it was happened when Fields was being made.
Gotcha.
So Guidance and Sleep Well go together. Guidance is kind of like calling the spirit of Hank back to hear the dedication that is Sleep Well.
Okay.
This is probably the saddest song on the album, and what some people would consider one of my best, if not my best songs currently right now.
Gotcha. So this is like the
Sleep
magnum
Well.
opus.
I wouldn't say the magnum opus, just like this is the turning point of the album.
Okay. I gotcha. All right, let's check it out.
white noise. The amp.
It doesn't sound really bad. Here, let me turn it up and listen again, but oh,
It's there.
great. That's awesome. Hang on one second. I'm getting a call from work. One second.
Okay.
we are back. Okay.
We are back.
They never call me on Sundays, but
That's so weird.
anyway, what were we doing? We were listening to Sleep Well.
Sleep
And I was
Well.
listening for white noise in the
Yeah,
in the amplifier. I'm not hearing as much interference as you're implying there might be. It sounds pretty clear to me. But then again, I've got hearing damage from years and years of going to concerts with no hearing protection.
And that makes sense.
All right. So yeah, let's keep it going. It sounds really good to me, but then again, I'm disabled, so let's let's keep it going. No, when I've got it on like absolute max volume, then I can hear it a little bit, but
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. I think you're exaggerating it a little bit. Caucasian noise. All right, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
Oh, I should probably turn the screen back on.
I've long yearned for an answer to death. And why good things must be taken away. And I wonder when you took your final breath or ran through your head. I hope you didn't feel betrayed. So here I am. Can you hear me? Falling faster as we speak. Sleep well. Falling faster as we speak. Sleep well. Rest easy, friend.
There's an excellent use of harmonies in that chorus, especially on
Thank you.
the way it resolves that sleep well. You know, that's really good.
Sleep well. Yeah.
This needs to be a heavy bass line under it. It would be lit. It sounds pretty well balanced to me.
Will you keep me in your thoughts, in the place where you can rest forever? You saw me through my worst, and when I was distraught, yet you would follow me wherever, wherever. So here I am. Can you hear me? Falling faster as we speak. Sleep well. Falling faster as we speak. Sleep well.
Pause it, please.
Gotcha.
I know I've said I've never been a good lead player. Like I can't get those like fast solos down, or just any solo at all. But the solo that's coming up is probably my best solo.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Let's
Keep it
see.
going.
Let's see what BluRain's best solo sounds like. It was good. I think it conveyed the emotion well. And yeah, I think it fit in good as well. I think it fit in well with the motif of the song, which is, really all you need.
Yeah. The final lyric in Sleep Well. I'm sorry I had to be the one to walk you to your grave. That's the last thing I said to Hank before. That's the last thing I said.
I gotcha.
And that is kind of like the kind of repeating thing. Like whenever Hank passed away, you'll see that.
Okay.
Like, rip Hank, I'm sorry I had to be the one to walk you to your grave.
It doesn't need to be
he's
fast or
deaf,
technically.
so
It doesn't need to be fast or technically to just sound good. The lead absolutely sounds great. Yeah, it doesn't have to be fast or like technically proficient or impressive or whatever. It just has to fit in with the rest of the thing. It's something that I've said on previous streams that accuracy is often much better than speed. You can play really fast, but if it's not accurate, it'll sound like shit. So often playing slower will, make it sound better. Anyway, you were saying?
I would just want to say, the last words I said to Hank, I'm sorry I had to be the one to walk you to your grave. He's deaf. He didn't even hear it.
Oh. All right.
It was a very painful moment, and that adds on to the trauma of Fields. This song going forward, this is a very different album.
Okay. I just came to the stream, no idea what this heavy topic. We're just talking music. It's not a big
No,
deal.
you're okay. Don't worry about it.
So, False Heir. So, I wanted to ask you about your drums. How are you doing your drums? Does Reaper come with a drum programming thing or what?
So there's actually I switched around drums here and there because I was trying to figure out a good kit to use. For the first two albums, Pony albums, and even like just a little bit before Fields, Ponies with Power Chords and self-titled Pony album, they used a default drum preset in GarageBand. I think Cal with just some processing on it to make it sound a little bit bigger. Then for Fields, I switched over to the free SSD5 sampler, I think.
Okay.
Or, I think it's SSD5. That's the Fields drums. And then I briefly switched back to SoCal, but then I discovered Essentials kit, and that is the kit that I use to this day. You heard that kit on this Pony Reminded Me.
You turned into a robot right when you said the name of the drums.
The drums that I use now are ML Sound Labs Essentials kit, which is the kit that I use now. You heard that on This Pony Reminded Me.
Okay. And then are you using just like a regular MIDI controller that comes with Reaper, or are you using like a Contact, or how are you doing that?
I'm just using the regular MIDI roll.
Oh, okay, cool. Excellent. I used to do that in Ableton. And I've since upgraded. I'm using Contact now, and I don't know if it's better or worse. I don't really I think MIDI controllers are just about as basic as you can get. So I haven't found any that are like better than others. I think FL Studio was probably the worst one I've ever used, though. That one actually super duper sucked. Not good at all. But yeah. So cool deal. I don't know anything about Reaper. Everybody sings its praises like a lot, but I've never used it before.
I love it. It's come on, brain. It's WinRAR free, and I really like it.
WinRAR free?
WinRAR free. Being like, you have to pay for it, but we won't stop use if you don't pay, you know?
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So the next one is called False Heir. Let's check it out.
This is the False Heir is the song that came right after Sleep Well of the singles. After Hank passed away, I was creatively bankrupt. So False Heir was me trying to get back into the spirit of making pony music.
Okay, I gotcha.
Let's hear it.
like them at their core. You think you'll prevail? Just know this is war. Just a king without a crown, a leader without a cause, a hollow soul with no remorse, hiding under his facade. This is the end, this is the end, this is the end of you. Shout that all your might.
That was pretty hard as fuck right there. That was awesome.
The zeros, the open zeros.
Yeah, you got it. Especially when it twangs open like that. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit.
Thank you.
I want to hear it again. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, wrong one.
Hiding under his facade. This is the end, this is the end, this is the end of you. Shout that all your might. Battle to the death. Say you'll win this fight. Take your final breath. The elements you
Man, this is such a massive difference from anything I've heard from you thus far. Is it?
I told you it's a different album now.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, a lot more aggressive, more like a sort of a post-hardcore, maybe a metalcore feel.
Oh yeah,
which
definitely
is-
metalcore.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Stranger in a Strange Land in chat. The screaming on this album was not a good technique. It led to me losing my voice, which was one of the traumas of the album. Yeah, another one of my traumas. All that screaming, I think I already said back and clearly, but screaming and losing my voice incorrectly.
This
Screaming
guttural
incorrectly, losing my
sounded
voice,
pretty
one of
good
the traumas.
too. It's a very good sound. So yeah, if you can get a handle on the proper technique of it, yeah, that's good. That's the good.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn fries and maybe falses. We'll see.
Yeah. Let's keep it going.
Just a king without a crown, a leader without a cause, a hollow soul with no remorse, hiding under his facade.
Gargon, you wanted a breakdown. Here it is.
Talked all over it. Let's get it into this.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Let's get this breakdown.
Just a king without a crown, a leader without a cause, a hollow soul with no remorse, hiding under his facade. Just a king without a crown, a leader without a hollow soul with no remorse, hiding under his facade. This is the end, this is the end, this is the end of you.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very good. All right.
And that's the song that directly came after Sleep Well, like in terms of singles.
Gotcha.
So that's why they're next together in the track list of the album.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people miss whenever they're putting together albums is that track list. the order of the tracks is part of the presentation. It's really important. You can't just throw them all together and just be like, yeah, this is good. It's interesting. I like that when the order of the songs is deliberate in that way. That's good.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was False Heir. That was very good. Much different than we've heard from BluRain before.
Thank you.
So this next one is called Under a Blanket of Night, a Blanket of Silk, and a Blanket of Shame. Let's get into that one.
There's some lore behind this song. We'll get to it.
Okay. Let's check it out.
Lyrics recommended.
Neat.
Quick, pause it.
Also a huge departure from BluRain. Yeah, so we're all over the map. Multi-genre, multi-mood.
I'm a
That's
very
good.
I'm a very multi-genre person.
Yeah, the versatility is pretty impressive.
Thank you. So, Under a Blanket at Night. I'm an aero-waste individual. I don't know if you know what that means.
Yes, we're familiar with that. Yeah.
Okay, aromantic and asexual. I'm also sex repulsed. So I am very you know how, like, okay, I'm 19 years old. I'm a young adult male. This is basically my I'm horny and I hate it song.
Okay.
And actually the girl that I'm talking about, the she in this song, I didn't really like know what it was. I didn't know what it represented. But if you look to the side right there, Jane featuring Lunar Amity, this song was actually like about Jane, and Jane is a concept that I came up with to kind of like represent these feelings that I don't want.
All right.
You know? Kind of like this creature on the inside that I don't like, but she's always going to be there, and I hate the fact that she's there. This is kind of like Jane's prelude. And then after I figured out, oh, hello, Jane, you exist. I wrote a song about it. That's actually my first Reaper song, Jane.
Okay, cool.
Kick-ass song that a lot of people like. But yeah, this is kind of Jane's prelude, and it's very big, like, I don't want to feel this way, but I am forced to feel this way, and I absolutely hate it. That's what the song's all about. Also, at the very end of the song, at the time when I was recording it, my grandparents were visiting, and my room, my grandparents are right next to mine, so they hear everything I do. When I was singing the song, at the very final lyric, they knock 3 times on the wall to tell me to shut up. It's recorded in the song. It's very hard to hear, very low in the mix, but the 3 knocks, that is a mocking of the Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity? Like the
Holy
Father, the
Trinity.
Son, and the Holy Ghost?
I'm pretty sure. That's what I heard. 3 knocks, which is really funny because my grandparents are very Christian.
Okay.
So I thought that was ironic, and I left it in the song. I didn't re-record it. I left it.
Wait, where is it?
At the final lyric, "Am I a slave to all that I cannot control?"
Oh.
I cannot control.
I think it's the left channel. It's very hard to hear, but it's there.
All that I cannot control. Cannot control.
I think I hear it. Maybe.
It's very quiet, but it's there.
Yeah. I gotcha.
So that's that. Woo!
Okay. Well, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
I hear it. I think I heard it as well. But then again, I'm disabled. So this next one, this next one is called "You Can Keep Whatever You Stole, but there are a few things I would like back, like what you stole."
Some lore behind this song. One of the traumas, this song was inspired by an actual mental breakdown I had due to the strong dislike of my mother.
All right.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Hmm. Got a little break in there. Cool.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
That for fucking years.
I swear your name is Delta V. You make me feel like half a
like this chaotic. I like that chaotic riff. You know, the riff is not. It's not. OMG! It's the one and only BluRain.
Taku is a massive fan of Fields. Hi, Taku. Taku also did the voice at the beginning of Clearly that says "Creative Differences." The band's breaking up. That was Taku.
Gotcha. The yes, this riff was pretty solid. It's kind of lends itself to the chaotic nature of it, or like the emotion that you're going for, and that because you know it doesn't have like a real driving rhythm to it. It kind of that's good.
It's very post-hardcore to me. This song was inspired by Skylit Drive, the band of Skylit Drive.
I got you. Cool. Okay.
And yeah, it's very just lashing out against every problem that I have against my mother.
Gotcha. Well,
Like
that's fun.
Yeah.
Sweet. So that was good. That was it was more of the more aggressive side of things. That's really good. I like that a lot. Then we've got the next one is called Reminders.
We're back to pony songs now.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, kind of. We've got mentions of these are OCs by that one guy, the dude, the thing. I'm pretty.
Yeah, that was a reference to the dynamic of Delta V and Apogee, which I kind of feel a little bit. Not in terms of like their more provocative work, more so like the dynamic of mother and daughter that these two characters embody. Because Delta V is not a good mother at all.
I'm unfamiliar. I don't know. I recognize the names, and I'm pretty sure that's like space references. And I think the characters are like live in space. I don't really know anything about it. But
I don't know either. All I know are the characters. I read some stuff, but that's about it. I didn't really continue because I'm pretty sure I had a breakdown.
Gotcha. So this is so there's pony references in the non-pony songs, but you know that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now let's just listen to Fields on repeat. Okay, so this is Reminders, Space Ponios.
Reminders.
That's
so
every
Bernie musician seems to have a song about Twilight is immortal and all her friends die. Yeah.
Okay, so there's like a couple of rules when you're making like hardcore pony music. You have to do.
You need to have a Luna song. You need to have a song about all of Twilight's friends dying.
Yes.
You need to have a song about every single villain.
Yeah, I did the. Where's mine? I did that same shit. End to It All was the song about the Twilight Sparkle dying, or all of our friends dying, and then The Suffering Has Been Doubled was the one about the Luna.
The Suffering Has Been Doubled. That's awesome.
Yes. So that was, yes, I did that in my first album. I did the exact same shit. It's just kind of what we have to do. I think it's a rule.
Of course.
A law.
It is a rule.
So
Reminders is very post-hardcore, and I love it.
Excellent. All right, I'm all about that shit. I'm really into that. So let's do it. Let's see if it lives up to the hype. Wow!
Woo! I already have a song about the invasion of Canterlot.
You need a song about the invasion of Canterlot? I haven't done one actually. Now that I think about it,
you're talking to sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I haven't done one. I don't know if I will. End to It All. Yes, that was I liked that one a lot. I was really proud of that one, especially the outro, because I wanted it to be both the end of the album and all that other bullshit. Who gives a fuck? We're listening to Fields.
We're listening to Fields.
1, 2, 3, go!
dual harmonized lead guitars. Excelente.
Yeah.
Muy excelente, as they say.
It's not the last time it'll appear.
Good.
I assure you'll love it in its next appearance.
Cool.
How many moons has it been since I last saw your faces? I walk these halls alone, I'm cold to the bone, walking in endless paces. I don't know if I feel your presence, or if it's just my imagination. Another night holding back tears, I'm lost in self-conversation. These chairs look like your gravestones, now I'm left on my own. I hope you're shining bright across the unknown, falling apart, working through the pain of my heart. You leave your mark, working through the pain of my heart.
I remember when I first arrived. After all the time it getting on. Friendship was a waste to me. Wasn't long till I could see that everything I ever knew would change before my eyes. You were all so special. That's something I can never deny.
I don't know if I feel your presence, or if it's just
So your screaming technique, let's talk about that real quick. Are you just literally screaming into the microphone, or do you like use any particular technique? How does that work?
With the Fields technique, I was like,
The Fields
I
technique.
don't know how to describe the Fields screaming technique. I don't really know. I was forcing air out of my stomach. I don't really know how to describe it. Let me get away from the microphone because this is gonna be loud. See if I can replicate it.
No, well,
Kind of
maybe not.
like a maybe not. Oh, okay.
You're like, I lost my voice and it was incredibly painful. Wrong.
I lost
wrong
my
techniques.
voice. Let's do it again.
Yes. So
Yeah.
maybe not, but
Maybe not.
So
It was forcing air out of my stomach, out of like a kind of constricted throat. I don't really know fully the terms or how to describe it. All I know is that it was incorrect.
Gotcha. And was it painful?
Over time, I would notice my throat get a little bit scratchy, and the like.
Gotcha. Just fucking do it. Lose your voice for months after.
No,
and never scream
Taku,
again.
I want to learn how to do it right, so I don't lose my voice. Remember, losing my voice was a big trauma for this record. One of them.
Okay.
Also,
all right.
the other one was turning 18. That's right. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, let's keep it going. I just wanted to inquire to see if you were literally just screaming into the microphone. Which...
I remember when I first arrived. I sound like Fred Durst.
Yes. Yes, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I don't know if I feel your presence, or if it's just my imagination. Another night holding back tears, I'm lost in self-conversation. These chairs look like your gravestones, now I'm left on my own. I hope you're shining bright across the unknown, falling apart, working through the pain of my heart. You leave your mark, working through the pain of my heart.
Hear those zeros? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere I look, I'm reminded of them. The rainbow in the sky, the sparkle of the gem, the birds singing their day song, the trees still standing strong, the balloons all tied together, the memories all together, falling apart, working through the pain of my heart. You make me mark, working through the pain of my heart.
Very nice.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that I was reading the lyrics because I was worried we were. I don't know if I would have to read it, or if I was reading, if I would hear it the same. Oh, it's too late.
Yeah, a thing with some of these earlier songs is that some of the vocals are kind of quiet and hard to hear.
No, it's nothing like
thanks,
that.
early compression.
No, back up. I'm doing. Yeah. We're having another genital warming embrace.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The birds singing their gay song. That's what I always like.
The birds singing their gay song.
Which, I mean, you know, that's what gay meant, right? It meant jovial and joyous and carefree.
I'm so gay right now.
It's the gayest. Yeah, not nearly as bad as the genital warming embrace.
Yeah, that one was crazy. I don't know how Soul got that. I've completely missed it.
Yeah, that was something. Well, all right. We're coming to the end of this. I liked that one a lot. That one was really good. It had a solid breakdown to it. And, yeah, it did have all the post-hardcore notes to it. You know, it checked all the boxes. That was my jam when I was in high school, like 20 million years ago. So, yeah, this is the end of that one. Blue Gay.
Blue gay. So true.
So, is there no lyrics on this one?
There is lyrics. The remaining issue, the end.
Oh, never mind. I had clicked the wrong
go.
link. Okay.
So
Remember when Twilight said those birds are gay? Can you rack to sacrifice me by unprocessed? We'll add it to the list, maybe. Sacrifice me by unprocessed.
Ooh.
13,000 views. We might be able to do that one. Well, I'll have to check it over for. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? I'll have to. From a 74,000 subscriber YouTube channel. It's not really what we do here, buddy. This person is getting plenty of exposure all on their own. 50,000 views. Our thing is that we do small artists that aren't really getting a whole lot of playtime anywhere else, and that's kind of what we do.
Stranger in a Strange Land, name dropping Get Scared. Fun fact, False Air was actually kind of inspired by that one Get Scared song, I think called Scream, because the verses are vastly different from the chorus. So it's funny that you mentioned Get Scared, because like Scream, that was a big inspiration for False Air. Can't really
deal.
hear it, but it's kind of there.
I got
All
you.
right, so man,
Last
song.
one.
This song is called, what is it?
The remaining issue, I think. Is that what that says?
So, yeah, I have some lore. I have a lore drop behind this song.
Lore drop.
This song was originally, going to be for my debut Pony EP called A New Era, but I could not land a good mix on it that I was liking. Every single mix just sounded odd or weird. So, when I was doing Fields, I was like, I love these lyrics so much, I'm going to remake it for Fields. So this is the Fields remake. And it is very much going to my pop punk roots, like on Ponies and Power Chords. Because like this was made around the era when I was doing a lot more like pop punk, alt rock kind of thing. So this is really going back to that.
All right. Wait. Oh yeah, did you react to the Weazened yet? What is the Weazened? I don't even know what that is. OMFG, I was going to say False A reminded me of Get Scared 2, but I felt bad complaining even though I loved both. Don't feel bad about jumping into chat. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah,
it's called the
very
slaughtering.
inspired. It's called the yeah. Why not get some blood on your hands? It's the slaughtering.
Okay, so this next one, the last one, is called the remaining issue. Let's
This is also
go.
my fandom anthem.
Cool deal.
It was something I hadn't felt for a very long time. The magic of friendship, and I never wanted to let it go. But good things have to end.
Pause it real quick. Sorry.
You're good.
I want to really quickly say, I recorded all of the vocals for this song, the re-record, when my voice was about at 85% back from after losing it.
El Horso.
That's
Project
why
Lincoln.
that's why maybe you hear a little bit more tension in the vocals. Maybe you hear it's not kind of like really there. That's because I was still recovering, but I just couldn't help it anymore. I wanted to get Fields done, and once I got all those vocals tracked, literally like relief off of my shoulders. It was one of the best feelings ever. Like, I'm finally done with Fields. All I need to do is just mix it, master it, get it out there.
Gotcha.
El Horso.
I think we did. There was one that was it submitted? But hang on. No, I guess not. I guess we didn't do it.
Damn.
I thought we had El Horso Project. It
Crazy.
I recognize it though, but I can't remember if we did or not. But we can add this to the list though, because this is small little thing. Okay. Anyway, yeah, let's keep this one going.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to admit, but we've come this far together. We can last this long, we can last forever. Like a statue's colors fade, but its shape remains. I'll stand with you like a tower tall. You make your mark, I'll heed the call. 'Cause I never should have left, and now we'll never say goodbye. At the end, I felt a tear escape my eye. The
So you had no formal musical training at all?
No.
So
I don't know I don't know.
You're just nailing these multifocal harmonies just on accident?
Harmonies take me forever to figure out. If I really want them, I will meticulously figure out how they go. So like I hear at the end I felt a tear. I spent a long time trying to figure out at the end I felt a tear escape my eye to figure out. But I really want them there, so I'll take that time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can definitely hear the attention to detail, especially in that whole passage, was extremely well done. Especially because the vocals are cutting through the mix and coming out super clearly, but it's not burying anything. And it doesn't sound like only 3 vocal tracks. Is it only 3, or is there more?
So there are 3 main vocal tracks at the end, and then there's 2 harmony tracks panned even farther left and right.
Yeah.
At the end, I felt a...
Yeah, I can definitely hear it. So there's 5 vocal tracks, and it's not burying anything, which is it's interesting when you have one section that is producing that much sound, and how it just cuts straight through the center and just doesn't overwhelm everything is a really impressive mix. You've done very, very well there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. That's very, very good. With no formal training at all, just YouTube videos and stuff like that?
YouTube videos, learning by myself, learning by ear.
Just
trying
twisting knobs
so
and
hard to
flipping
make
switches?
something good.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Definitely a lot of YouTube, though. Like, just tutorials like, here's how to do this. And I would build upon that.
That's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep her going. When I was talking about vocal control earlier, that's what I meant. The LOL, the attention to detail is great. Yeah, that's you can definitely hear the blood, sweat, tears, and the love and all that. As you can definitely hear all of that, the effort that went into it. It's definitely manifesting itself for sure.
It's just funny because this record was a nightmare to make.
He just
Although
kept
when I
making
finished
stuff.
this song, because this is the last song that I sung for the record, my voice was at 85%. So of course, when I was done tracking the final vocals, like obviously that's going to be cathartic as hell.
Right. See, yeah, I got you.
Without the sun and moon are all the ones who brought us harmony. It's a journey I was asking for until I came across the dreamer's door and stepped upon this beautiful land again. All those bittersweet memories, what a time that I hold close. When I learned the magic of friendship, I don't know why I ran away, but coming back was all worth it. Even if it was unexpected. But we've come this far together. We can last this long, we can last forever. Like a statue's colors fade, but its shape remains. I'll stand with you like a tower tall. You make your mark, I'll heed the call. 'Cause I never should have left and now we'll never say goodbye. At the end I felt a tear escape my eye. The last thing I wanna do was at the end is start to cry. But I never would have made it back without this family. Without the sun and moon are all the ones who brought us harmony. It's a journey I was asking for until I came across the dreamer's door and stepped upon this beautiful land again. Yeah.
You just said yeah, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
said yeah right now.
That
It was not in the song.
that
It's
was
later.
the next lyric, and so I was thinking,
Yeah.
what?
What? What's going on?
I thought it went friendship, and then yeah. I was like, what? So okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Actually, yeah.
I was gonna be horribly disappointed that I was like, why did you do that? But okay, we're
You're
good.
gonna love the actual yeah, I think.
Okay, good. Let's keep it going. Nice.
Like
Little discordant lead there. Good.
Look out!
Did you record the first lead track, or excuse me, did you record the right lead track first?
What's the right track again?
The
Hear it again,
on this
please.
on this harmonized lead here, did you record the right side first?
No, I didn't.
Really?
And I know exactly why. Because the second half of the solo is a callback to the original recording solo. But the first half is completely new. So I would have recorded the left channel first and then harmonized it on the right.
Okay.
Which, by the way, took forever to figure out. Because I had to learn the solo.
Okay. Yeah, because it's it felt like one side was dragging, and the other side was like spot on, and it sounds like the right side is absolutely 100% spot on, and it sounds like the left side drags every once in a while. So I was wondering if that was the case, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Let's listen again.
Across the dreamer's door and stepped upon this beautiful land again.
Let's listen to the whole breakdown again because I backed up so
Sure,
far.
why not?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Look out!
At the end I felt a tear escape my eye. The last thing I wanna do was at the end is start to cry. But I never would have made it back without this family. Without the sun or moon or all the ones who brought us harmony. It's a journey I was absent for until I came across the dreamer's door and stepped upon this beautiful land again.
Really, really good.
You hear my voice at the end, the again sustain.
Yeah.
My voice was messed up, but I was done. Also, the reason I put that there was because I was recording on an actual amp. Some radio got through, and it was playing "The Rock Show" by Blink-182, so I had to cover it up.
Well,
So I
there you
just
go.
did again.
Well, that was cool. That was really good. I'm really impressed with this album. Just
Thank
all the
you.
way around. It's there's nothing really to not like, actually. There's a couple points where the vocals aren't very strong. There's a couple points where I think the leads drag a little bit, but I mean, you'd have to really get down into the nitpicky in order to to have anything less than. Now, one thing is that overall, I think the rating for the album would have to be a 0 out of 10 because there's not a single blast beat throughout the entire album. No blast beats. What were you thinking?
Beats. I was insane, okay? I was crazy.
So other than the vocal challenges you ran into, were there any other challenges in production, like anything that you ran into that was just like, this is not working, and anything like that? Or had you pretty much figured it out by now?
Well, for issues, there was a cut title track about there was a cut title track about Rarity, but I couldn't get good verse lyrics on it. It was super Linkin Park, but I just could not get verse lyrics on it.
So you cut the song about Rarity. You were further solidifying my 0 out of 10.
I couldn't get lyrics on it. And then another big issue happened when I was doing NEIGH, or when I was actually finishing up NEIGH. I had to do unclean vocals, but I couldn't
Unclean.
scream. So I was scream vocals, whatever. I couldn't scream. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make them crowd vocals. That's where you get the "Hey, I know I'm chaos, but" at the beginning.
Hey, that works. It
is.
It's a really great substitute, especially in that song. It worked very well. So is there anything that you've learned? Rarity Mid should have done a whole Fluttershy album. Banned 1,024 hour ban. This ban.
Going queso right now.
So is there anything that you have learned since the album that you do differently?
The vocal chain, absolutely the vocal chain. More compression, bring it out, adding a lot more air. Because with these vocals, I definitely would have been putting massive low pass filters over it, because I was there's this weird buzzing to my voice. But nowadays I just kind of say whatever. I use a modified chain that someone else made now.
Okay.
That you actually don't hear on the newest song. This pony reminded me, because I learned it. In fact, there's a ton I learned even after that song, which you will hear whenever Josh wants to do the artwork for Foolish Brother. I'm calling you out, Josh. Anyway, whatever. But yeah, definitely, there's so much I learned during the creation of Fields. I learned that I had to upgrade my guitar tone. I couldn't use this practice amp anymore. I learned that I couldn't scream anymore. I had to learn the proper technique.
Okay.
And I think I really learned how much your mental state goes into the music you're creating at the time. Because I was going through hell when recording this. This was probably the worst 6-7 months of my life.
Okay.
Because I turned 18, my dog died, I lost my voice, I had a mental breakdown. It was a very low point.
Is turning 18 bad?
I was afraid of it my entire life.
Of turning 18?
Yes.
Why?
Because then I knew that people would start to have this unrealistic expectation of me. Like, now you gotta be up in the real world and go get a job and start being an adult. And I was never ready for that.
Okay.
So turning 18, I was just like afraid because now everyone's gonna be pressuring me to do stuff that I'm not ready for.
All right. And so another thing about music production, how did you learn to do drums? I find a lot of people who aren't drummers often, I honestly don't know where they get their understanding of how drums work. This sounded very natural. This sounded like, how normal drummers would play drums. So how did you learn to do that?
The Soundtrap Beat Maker, super simple. You have what's 4 times 4?
16?
16. You have 16 blocks, right? And you can place something on that block, and what it'll do, it'll correspond with a MIDI note.
Yeah.
So what I would do during the early Soundtrap days, 2019, 2022, I would use the beat maker, the pattern beat maker, and just figure out how rhythms work. In fact, you can actually hear my early Soundtrap stuff. Please don't listen to it.
He said a long time ago in 2019.
A long time ago. In 29, it was a long
Back
time
in
ago
the
for me.
olden days of 2019.
So like you can hear back then on records like Well If It Means One, me really experimenting with drum grooves and making them, and over time I would refine it to make it sound more like an actual like steady rhythm, kick snare, kick snare, kick snare, kick snare. You know,
Yeah.
I play around with the hi hat a lot, and that just kind of transferred over from GarageBand and then to Reaper. Like again, a lot of the stuff I learned, I passively learned from the Soundtrap era, like how to arrange tracks, how to structure a song, and then GarageBand happened, and I was learning effects, or even back then I was learning effects. Like, okay, this is reverb, compression makes this sound like this kind of. I don't know how the details work, but I have an idea on what it sounds like. Transfer that to GarageBand. Take what I learned from the year of learning music in GarageBand, including Fields, move that over to Reaper, make some massive upgrades, like buying $35,000 worth of studio equipment, and starting the studio that I work in now, which is called The Field, which you saw in the music video for This Pony Reminded Me.
Okay.
I learned a ton.
22-year-old nowadays are born after 9/11. It's crazy. Also agreed. The transition between kid to adult is complicated. Okay.
Oh, Ayers, you're absolutely
It's
right.
just such an interesting divergence because, like, yeah, when I was a child, a baby, it was like, God, I can't wait till I'm 18 and gain responsibilities and can do things and, drive a car and get a job and make my own money and have my own place. Because I moved out of my parents' place when I was 17, and
Oh my God.
yeah, I've been doing it on my own for a very long time. So it's just strange. Is that common? Is that an atypical presentation, or would you consider yourself a typical teenager? I know you're not a teenager now, but you get the idea. Or aren't you 19?
I am 19, yes.
Okay, yeah.
I think at the time I was like, even like my entire life, I did not care that I was useless. I did not care that I was useless. I did not care that I was anything to anybody. I would just live by my own rules. I hated responsibilities. I hated all that. Even now, I don't like driving. I'm terrified of driving. The only reason I started doing like more adult oriented stuff, like getting a job, was because Hank died. After Hank died, I was like, I have to get my life somewhat together. So I went out and got employment, and that employment was what led me to start building The Field. Get a cloud lifter, get a better microphone. Big thing, a better computer.
Yeah.
So I can do a lot more.
Okay.
And it's been amazing.
Well, that's really interesting. Yeah, it's just I find it also very interesting because like I had to take drum classes and shit and like learn how to play the drums in real life in order to program drums. So it's like it's just very interesting to me that you learned how to do drums by just flipping switches and turning knobs.
I'm self-taught on everything, pretty much. Yeah. I'm self-taught on guitar, self-taught in programming drums. I even self-taught on drums themselves. I have a electronic kit downstairs that I figured out some drum beats with. In fact, the drums on Breaking the Day, I actually played those on my electric kit.
Okay. Chat wants to know about your transition to Windows.
So basically, Taku and Seafoam, who did the I've Been Mad for Fucking Years on You Can Keep Whatever You Stole, Taku and Seafoam and me were kind of like a little group. We're trying to start a little overseas band,
Gotcha.
And we have this group chat, and I was explaining to them, hey guys, I want to upgrade. Maybe I want to get a better Mac. That's $2,000. And they're like, first of all, no. Secondly, get Windows, it's better. They basically bullied me into upgrading to Windows, and I listened to them, and I am thankful that I listened to them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've never used Mac before, honestly, so I have no idea what it's like, but all I've heard from people that went from Mac to Windows is that they've seemed to have enjoyed the transition. But then I've also heard people transitioning back, like going from Windows to Mac and being like, this is way better for art or music or whatever. So yeah, I'm not into, I'm the jury seems to be out on which platform is better for creative things. I do know Windows is better for if you're just doing more things than just whatever. Like if you're just like surfing the web or something like that, then it seems that Macs will do fine. If you're using like Photoshop or Pro Tools or whatever, if you're doing creative stuff like that, then Mac is really good too. But if you're gonna like play games or like do programming or anything like that, it seems like Windows is the way to go. It's more versatile. The two genders, iOS and Windows.
Yeah, the two genders. I mean, I kind of do all of that minus the coding. I do music. I do some light gaming. I video edit. I need like a big machine for that.
So you got you have Apple and you have iOS and Windows are the two genders, and then you have like Linux is the non-binary or whatever. I guess that would work. I don't know what the fuck you would use Linux for. Honestly, I've never encountered anybody that uses Linux. Seems some shit that nerds. It's for nerds. I don't know what else going on with this Mac would be like. Gotcha. So that was cool. That was neat. I'm actually really glad that we did this. I had mixed feelings about it. I was like, this is going to be an early album thing. Because we listened to the first song and I wasn't sure if it was going to be more like that or more like your later stuff, and it seems to be more like the later stuff, and it's good.
Fields is my third Pony album. You skipped over Ponies and Power Chords and the self-titled Pony album, which I thought was pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Well, this was the only album that I had seen.
It was on the trailer page, but if you scroll down, way down.
Oh, you just go to the oldest.
Yeah, there's Ponies and Power Chords full album stream, and then after that is the single run for self-titled Pony album, and then after Dear Luna, right there it is self-titled Pony album.
I gotcha. Well, that's interesting.
Fields.
Very nice. Well, that's cool, man. That's really cool. So I think I've said all that I've needed to say about this album. I've certainly enjoyed my time here. I
did too.
So there's that. I have stuff that I have to do. So we're going to go ahead and cut it down here. But we appreciate you joining us, BluRain, and everybody in chat.
Hey, thank you for having me. This was a awesome experience, and I'd love to do it again.
Well, yeah, just drop a new album. Oh, I like sitting down with, because we did this for, I think this is like the 5th or 6th time we've done it, when somebody releases a full album, and then we'll just sit there and we'll listen to the whole album with the artist, and then, discuss the feelings that were being, or the feelings being conveyed, issues with production, or just like how it works and all that. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
I do have a new record in kind of early production.
Okay, cool. Well, all right. So, we appreciate y'all joining us, and we will see you all next week for another stream. Maybe Soul Strings will be back. Who knows?
Hopefully.
So we will see you later.
Thank you for watching, and please don't subscribe to me. Subscribe to Stallion Slaughter.
All right.
We're good?
We are clear.
Cool.
All right.